Hello and welcome back to another class of creating Android e-commerce application using Google, Firebase, Firestore and some other few technologies. My name is Mahindo Mbarak, and in today's class we are going to collect the orders that the customer placed, and then we present them, as well as allowing the admin to make actions on those orders, such as clearing an order and deleting an order. That's what we're going to do today. You remember in the previous video we were able to do what? To submit the order as the customer, as well as submitting the customer's details to Firebase Firestore. So today we're going to collect those information, the orders, and present them on a list, and the administrator will be able to make actions on those orders. That's what we're going to do today. I hope you're ready. If you did not watch the previous video, I recommend you to watch the previous videos first. But if you did, then let's get started with today's class. So here is the plan. You know, when you open our application and we go to the main page, to the main activity, we have this list. So if you click on this list, it will show you add new menu. That is, add new product in this menu. So in this menu, we're going to add another option, which is maybe all products and all orders and all customers. That menu will be accessed by what? By the administrator. So simply go direct to our code and then navigate to the menu. Here is our menu, and then have here the main menu. So this will make it just admin menu. Of course, will not expose it to everyone. So I'm going to duplicate this this option and make it what? And make it all products. So administrator, the one that would be able to see all these products here. And then we're going to have orders, or can call it products just without putting the word products. So this ID will become action products. And then I'm going to add another one, and let's call this one orders. And call this one action orders. And let's call another one customers. So here, in case the administrator want to see the customers, you can use this customer to do what? To see the list of customers. Okay, so after doing that, we're going to go ahead and do what? And then add action on this on these customers. Like if someone clicks on the customer, on orders, right now we're focusing on orders. If the administrator clicks on orders, we should open the order activity. So I'll come here to the main activity, and you come where there is our if condition. We put the on option menu, click listener. It was somewhere, it is here, option item selected listener, this one. So we're going to add another option, like in case someone clicks on orders, then you should open orders. So we're going to put here another else if. So I'll simply duplicate this one, I'll select and then press Ctrl D to duplicate. Else if item ID is equal to r.id. orders, action orders. Okay, then you can say you clicked on orders. Let me first make sure that it's working, then you'll put a what? We'll put the action. So let's run the application. So it has finished compiling. So if we click here, and then you see you have orders, and if you click on orders, you can see a toast, you clicked on orders. That's what we wanted to do. So let's proceed. So proceed. Now we're going to create a what? The orders activity. So to create this ordered activity, of course, we'll come to a project and then come in the activity package, right click on it and say new. What is it? Activity, and then come and say empty activity, and then this one I can call it admin orders. activity. So one, like when admin clicks on this one, I mean, you want to be showing the orders of all the orders for the administrator in these orders activities. So I'll click on finish, and then it will accomplish it, and there it is. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the logic. So the first logic will first initialize the toolbar. Of course, this orders activity is going to look much like the main menu. I mean, the main activity is going to look much like this main activity, whereby we'll have this title and a list of of orders. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to initialize the app bar like this, like the way we did in the main activity. So I'll come in the main activity, you know, I have this one, init toolbar. So I'm going to copy this method and come to admin orders, and then also paste it here. Okay, then after doing that, we're going to create it now, which is this one. I'll copy it and then come and paste it on the bottom here. So let us remove things that we don't need for now. We don't need okay, we'll need also the progress bar, we'll need the recycler view, we'll need the system, setting the system color. So here the title will be orders. I can put admin orders. Okay, so I'll press Alt and Enter to import this method, and then we'll be good to go. And then this progress bar and recycler view will also have them. So let's go ahead and copy them and put them in our what? In our orders activity. Okay, just like the way it was in our what? In our main activity. So I'll come in the main activity and then come to the layout and press Control and hold it and click on the what? On the activity main. Then we'll have the what? The layout for the main activity. So what I'm going to do with this layout, I'm just going to copy it and paste it in our what? In our orders activity. It's just going to look almost the same. Okay, it's the same structure. So I'll copy it all, and then come to the orders activity layout here and split it, and then select everything and paste there. Okay, so it's just like the same like the way we did in the previous one. Okay, it's just the same, a loader and a recycler view. Okay, so after doing those ones, then we'll go ahead and create the what? And create these objects in our back end admin orders here. Okay, so in the progress bar, I think it is here. Progress bar is the main activity. You see, it is here. So I'll just copy it like the way it is here and paste it here. Okay, then we'll go ahead and get the recycler view. It's nothing but just an object of what? Of recycler view, like the way it is here, the recycler view. Okay, so I'll copy it and come and paste it here. Okay, so that's done. Okay, that is done. And the logic is we have progress bar and the recycler view, and recycler view is set to gone. So by default, the recycler view is hidden and the progress bar is visible. So we'll get the data and feeding the data. Then we'll unhide the what? The progress bar, and we'll hide the progress bar and unhide the recycler view. These others, you know them. So, but here we can do the what? The back. Okay, the left what? The left arrow instead of what? Instead of having the menu. So after doing that, let's go ahead and now get the data. Of course, we have to get the data from Firebase. So right, copy this and come and put here get data. Understand? So after getting the, in the getting data, let's do that logic right now. So I'll come and copy the method itself, which is here. You see, this is the method of getting data from Firebase. I'll copy it and I'm going to explain everything. So I'll come and paste it here. So let's go ahead and explain everything. So this one is supposed to be the what? The instance of Firebase Firestore, so which is here. You have to just create this one, Firebase Firestore, here on top. I hope you understand. Firebase Firestore DB is got Firebase Firestore.get instance. Okay, so get the instance here. So after getting the instance, we'll go ahead and do what? And create a list of what? Of orders, not a products, but list of orders. Okay, so I'll come here, copy and paste here. It's just a list of orders. So instead of putting here product model, we'll just change it to what? To orders, order model. Okay, and I'm going to call this one orders, maybe. Okay, I'll put it together. Then after doing that, then let me explain here how I got this data. So, db.collect.product. So instead of putting here products, we're going to go and put here the table of orders. You know, in the table of orders, we did it here in checkout, and when we're submitting, this is how we call it, customer orders. Let me see if it will import these customer orders here. This, so I'll come and select and remove this dot collection and put customer orders. So press Alt and Enter to import it here. It is imported. Okay, then you put .get.add success listener, and then the success listener will check. It gets the orders. So here, so put what? Orders. Orders equals, then put here order what? Order model.class. So here I'll convert these orders into a what? Into a list, and then we need component like that. Also here we need component in case it fails. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what? And create the init component method. Okay, so I'll come and copy it here, which is here, init component. I'm going to copy it and I'll explain everything. Okay, I'll explain everything, don't worry. So I'll copy it and come here. I'm going to paste it here in the bottom here. So we're having init components and having the recycler view. We set the grid layout, I mean the layout. Then we say the has fixed size true and nested scroll false. Okay, we can remove this one if you don't want. And then you have the progress bar. Then we're setting it to visibility gone. We're hiding the progress bar, and then we unhide the recycler view here. Okay, then you have to create the adapter, but this time is not going to be the same adapter. This one's going to be the orders adapter. Okay, so we're going to create another adapter for orders. Okay, so let me show you. So instead of having this adapter of products, I'm going to go out to create another one for orders. So I'll come and paste here. It is called adapter product. So instead of having adapter product, I'm going to call it adapter orders. Adapter orders. Okay, so we're going to create now the adapter of orders. Okay, now this time instead of having I'm just going to get the same adapter and duplicate it and change it to what? Adapter orders. So I'll come here to the project and come to adapters here. Then I'm going to press Ctrl and hold it, and then drag and drop this one in the same package. Press Ctrl, hold, and then drag and drop the adapter product to adapter again. By doing like that, it will bring you this option of copying what? This adapter. So I'm going to paste there adapter orders instead, and then say refactor. So by doing like that, it will refactor and change everything to adapter orders. And if you come here, you'll see this one has changed to this one is now resolved. Okay, this is now resolved. And here, instead of putting adapter when initializing it, instead of putting adapter product, I'm going to change to what? To adapter orders. So that's how you do things in a simple way. That's how you do things in a simple way. So instead of hassling with things, we can simply do what? You can simply change adapter in that way. So here, instead of passing orders, we are going to pass what? Instead of passing products, we're going to pass what? We're going to pass orders like this. Orders like that. So of course here it's going to do what? It's going to give you a warning that it is expecting orders, because here in the constructor, it is expecting products, because in the constructor of this adapter, when we copied it, still it remains what? It remains orders. You see here in the constructor, the constructor though. Here, you see, it is expecting what? Products. So what you're going to do, you're going to change it to what? To orders. So you can change it from here by simply pressing Alt and Enter and say change first parameter of M adapter to what? To list of what? From list of product model to order model. So I can do that, or I can go and manually change it from product model to order model. So let me show you this way. So I press Alt and Enter and select this first option. Okay, and then it will be resolved here. So if I come back here, now see everything is resolved here, but it has been changed to what? To order list. But this original item here, for example, it is still a product order. So I'm going to go ahead and change it. Okay, so you see now it's a order model. So let us fix a few things that are here. Okay, so it is order now. Now of course the order has no title, has no price. We're going to come and fix that. Okay, so let's fix one by one. I hope this recycler, I mean this adapter, is just the same like the way we did in the what? In the products model. Okay, I mean products adapter. That's why I don't want to do everything from scratch. Okay, so if you did not watch that part where we're doing the product adapter, I recommend you please go and do it and watch it, or you can pause the video and look at my source code. Okay, now let's go ahead and do what? And create the layout for the order. Okay, I have to create the layout for the what? For the order. So here, instead of coming and say item product, you're going to say item what? Item order. Item order, and change this one also to item order, because we don't have we only have one type. Or you can just remove it and keep it one. Okay, item order. Okay, so you know this one is not created yet. It's not created yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this layout and duplicate it and change it to what? Item order. Okay, so press Ctrl and click on it, and then it will take me to this layout. I want this first one. I want this one that I want to use. Press Ctrl to it, and then that is the what? The layout. So this is going to be the layout of list of orders. So I'm going to come to a project here, and then I'll come and click on this wheel to take me to the direct place here, which is the layout here. So what I'm going to do, I'm also going to duplicate this one. I'm going to duplicate it so you can have a layout for the what? For the list of orders. So press Ctrl and then drag and drop that one into the layout, and then we'll have the second layout. So instead of having item product 1, I'm going to make it item order. Okay, item order. So let's say refactor, and then everything. You still have another layout for item order. So I'll collapse this one so I can have enough space of working with, and then I click on split. So in the orders, of course, I don't need this. I don't need this picture, so I remove it. But I may need what? I may need this, and I'm going to call it customer name. Of course, I'm going to put here customer name, and here we're going to put the what? Maybe customer address. So this ID will be customer address. Here, customer address. Okay, and then this ID, maybe it will be total price of the order. Of course, we have to show the total price of each order, right? So I can put here order. Okay, total price. Okay, so you can increase on the size here a little bit. As well as this one. Address you can leave like that. So here I'll put the customer's address. So let's go ahead and fix the adapter now. So we're going to have a property of what? Of customer name. This is the adapter of what? Of orders. Okay, so I change this one also to item order, and this one to item order. Okay, so after doing like that, now let's go ahead and do and fix these properties. Okay, So I'll come to our bind view here, press Ctrl here. So here on holder, on original view holder here, extend recycler view here, while having the view holder here, is where we're going to change the properties. For example, this one is an image view. We are going to change it. We are going to remove it because we're no longer interested in it. So instead of putting here a title, we're going to put customer what? Customer name. So we're going to also have the customer what? The customer address. Customer address. And then also we're going to put here customer. This is what? Total price. Total price. Duplicate this, total price. The parent layout, we can leave it the way it is. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go ahead and initialize them. Paste this one. I mean, the image will remain the way it is. I don't know, the image you're no longer interested in it. So I'll paste this one here, this one here. So I've initialized the customer name. Okay, so I'll come and get the customer address. I duplicate this one by pressing Ctrl D, double click here and paste, double click here and paste. So I'll come and get the total. I'll duplicate this one and double click here and paste, and double click here and paste. So there we're done with what? With the initializing. And then I'll come and remove this price. Okay, so we have initialized. Now after doing like that, I hope you're still together. I'll come down here now and resolve this one. So instead of putting here, instead of receiving here the order, the product model, of course this is order model now. So we are going to have to set the text now. Okay, so I'm going to begin by setting the what? The name of the customer name. So I'll come here and duplicate and change this one from the name and set it to. So this one is the object of what? Of order. Of course, in the order, you know how the order. Let me first take you in the order mode and you see Ctrl D. You see, this is the order mode is having the order ID, the customer object, and the what? And the cart model. And this cart model is the what? Is just like a project. Is just like a product. You know, it's like a product. So if you press Ctrl, and you can go ahead and check them. Okay. So here we'll begin with the what? The customer name. Of course, customer name, we can find it in what? So here I can just let me make it O, so it will look a little different. Okay, so it'll be here O, and I'll come here and remove this and put O dot. You see, so we're going to come to customer and then dot name, first name, and you can add a plus, put there space separator, which is a space, and then plus last name. So by doing like that, we'll have done what? We will have set the customer's name and first name and last name here. Okay, so what else do you need to set? We need to set the customer's address. Okay, here, customer address here. So let's go ahead and do that. I can remove this, so just duplicate this one, Ctrl D, and put here customer address. So in customer address, of course, it will be in the order model or order object dot customer dot address. It is there. So remove these second things, or maybe you can put comma and put the phone number. Let me keep it like this. Phone number, put in the details. Okay, so let's go ahead and say the what? The total price. It is here. So I'll just simply copy the total price there and remove this glide thing. I'm no longer interested in it. And then I'll come and say the price. Okay, so say the total price. Of course, you don't have to calculate it, right? So I can simply put here my int tot is equal to 0, and then we'll have loop for, and then we have here of course going to be cart model, and then can put in maybe C, and then we're looping through the single order dot what dot cart. Okay, we are looping through that, and then when we'll be looping, we'll be having total is equal to plus or equal to the cart model dot what dot price. Okay, so you know it is a what, it is a string, so I have to convert to integer. So I'll cut it and put integer dot what dot value of, and then you pass that, then it will be converted to integer. So since it can be an empty string, something like that, so I have to put in a try and catch. So let's place a try and then put here catch, which is exception e, and then we make this one. Okay, we just ignore the catch. So here, in case it fails, okay, so that is, it will make for us a total of each order. So after doing that, then we have to say the total now. So it's going to be, I'll just simply come and copy this and come on bottom here after calculating and come and say customer orders, total, sorry, it's going to be total price. It's going to be the tot here, this tot. Can make it final. Or can come and duplicate and put it outside here. Make it outside here. Okay, so every time you loop, you have to first reset it to be 0. Okay, so now let us set the title. The total price, which is going to be, maybe you can add there the currency and then put there the total price. Or if you don't want to put the total price, then still you have to convert it to string by just simply putting to string. No, integer cannot do that to string, just by adding just the empty thing like that. Otherwise it will crash if you don't do that. Okay, so since I've already put this one, then it will not crash. So that one is done. Then you have to work with the click listener here. So the click listener, of course, it is expecting your the product, the product model, but we have to come to it and change this one here from product model to to order model, and then everything should be resolved. You can see everything is now beautiful. Okay, so you can pause the video and look at my source code in case you did not get it. I'll share the code in the on GitHub, and you can download it and look at my source code as you compare it with yours. So there I'm done with with creating the orders adapter. You see how it was simple to copy and paste the adapter. So I'm going to come here and change and create the context. So instead of putting this main activity, I'm going to change it to admin activity.this, and change this one from admin activity.this. Okay, so here instead of putting product model, of course you have to put order model, and then everything should be resolved. And I'll come and change this one from adapter product. I'm going to change it to adapter orders, like this. Okay, I can again create it from scratch, like adapter.set, click list, and it will fix everything for you. So when I open a single order, you see, when I click on a single order, okay, here I'm just going to make a simple toast. I'll not open anything. When I click on a single order, it'll just let me make a simple toast and say you clicked on, and then I'll add obj.order ID, just to show that we fixed this, we've done this. Okay, so that's it. I think that's it. Okay, that's it. You see how it is simple to do what? To copy and paste. If you master how to learn how to copy and paste your previous source code, then it will be a great skill. Okay, so pause the videos and look at the source code in case you're having some issues. Let's run the project and see what we've come up with. So it's done with compiling. I'll come to a project and click on menu here and then click on orders. So I clicked on orders. Okay, so I've not started. We clicked on orders. I've not put the logic of opening the orders. Okay, so I'll come here to main menu and remove this, and I'm going to copy this and paste it here for starting the activity, nothing else. So instead of putting checkout activity, I'm going to put orders activity. Admin orders activity. So I'll go ahead and run the project, and there's the project. So if you click on option here and click on orders, you can see we have a list of orders. Sorry, no, okay, click on option and click on orders. You can see I have a list of orders. Okay, I have a list of orders, but it's not a complete one. That is very beautiful, but it's not complete. So I have to move from the grid layout to list layout. Okay, so I'll come here to adapter while having the layout type. And one more thing, if you click here, you can see that we've clicked on a specific order. So we're going to come back to adapter and do what? And remove from list layout. From grid layout to from grid layout manager to linear layout manager. Or is it? It is here. So I'm going to change it to linear layout manager, and it does not take, it only takes the context. So there, now it should be what? It should be complete. It should be like a full line. The processing. And you can see it is now what? It is now full line. So when you click here, then you should show a single order in details. So we are now at that point. Now if you click on orders, we can see all the orders, and if you click on a particular order, it will show you the order ID that you've clicked on. So it's time now to present a single order on its own activity. So we're going to create another activity for the single order, and you should notice one thing, that this activity of a single order, it is much more of resemblance to checkout activity. You see, checkout activity, it is having the products, as well as the order activity will have the products. Also, it will have the order activity. The checkout activity was having a customer's details, and the single order will also have a what? A customer's details, and then the action bars. So what we're going to do, we're going to do something exactly like checkout activity, but the difference is we'll just modify, whereby instead of putting these products directly, but we'll get those products from what? From the database of Firebase. So let's do that. We're going to make the single customer order, which you can get from here to orders, and then when you click on a particular order, it should be able to list for us the orders that we want to see. So let's do that right now. So what I'll do, I'll simply come to our activities, right click on it, and I don't know how I'm going to call it. Right click on it, new. Instead of calling it admin, you see this was admin orders activity. So the other one I'm going to call it admin order activity. So new Java class or empty activity, and I'll come and paste this one here, and this one is going to be admin order activity, like this, admin order activity. And then I'll go ahead and click on finish, and we'll have everything like that. So we are, like we discussed before, that this admin order activity is much more of resemblance to what? To the, it looks like just the checkout what? The checkout activity. So let me close others and open what? Admin order activity here. So I'm going to do things like in the checkout activity. So open here checkout activity, we'll go to its layout. Where is it? Press Ctrl and click on it, and then this is the layout for the what? For the checkout activity. You see? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select everything here and paste it in what? In our single order activity. Copy and paste them here in the single order activity. Split and paste them here. And I have to remove this. Yeah, everything is okay. So instead here is where I'll put the action bars, like things like delete order or clear the order. Okay, so this one I can put maybe clear order, and maybe here we can put like delete order. Okay, so this is, I can come and check this one to what? Delete order, instead of having that submit order. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this logic. So let's go ahead and put the backend. So the backend, of course, here we're having on create, we're having the logged in user. Here we're not interested in the logged in user. Okay, let's go ahead and create our own thing from what? From scratch. Okay, everything from scratch. Of course, we'll need a list of cat models, because we'll need to put those things on. Okay, we'll need a list of products, because we need to display those products in a list. So okay, let's go ahead and do that here. So that's a list of products. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what? Also a list of what? Of cat models, because we'll need to convert them into from cat models. Okay, so first of another thing that we need to do here, now we have to get the what? The order ID. So I'll put here public string, public, oh no, even private string, just string, order underscore ID is equal to nothing. Okay, so I have to know the specific order that the users want to open. So I'll just simply come here, I can make it to null by default. Okay, so I'll say order ID is equal to get what? Get intent dot get string extra, and then you pass order ID like that. So I say if order ID is equal to what? Null, I'll not allow the user to proceed here. I'll simply return, or I click on finish, or make a simple toast. Let's make also what? A context. Okay, context is going to be admin. Context, I'm going to call it context. And to initialize it, just simply come here on top. Before you do anything, initialize it from here. Is equal to this, like that. Okay, so I'll check if it is order ID is null. I can say toast. I can say order ID not found. Okay, so and then I return. I can close even this activity by putting finish. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Okay, now if the order ID is found, let me call now get data. Okay, so get data, of course we can also do some init, maybe component, or like init toolbar, init toolbar. So let's first work with get data. So I press alt and enter to create this method. There it is. And then of course here I will have to get the what? The order. So you need the Firebase first, or what? instance, which is got new. I mean, it's got Firebase dot get instance. Okay, Firebase first dot get instance. So here we're going to now collect the order from the database, which is going to be db dot collection, which is equal to customer